So, ladies and gentlemen, today on Screenshots, we're going to be looking at probably one of the best comedy movies of the 1970s, and maybe why it wasn't nominated for Best Screenplay at the Academy Awards. Now, when Paul Newman put together the concept for Slapshot, the movie, which came up in 1977, there was no indication the movie would be a huge cult success like it is in 2019. Now, this American sports comedy, directed by the great George Roy Hill, was written by Nancy Dowd and depicts a minor hockey league team called the Charlestown Chiefs that resorts to violent play to gain popularity and to keep going in almost an abandoned factory town, or a factory town that will be abandoned. Now, Nancy Dowd, the writer, based most of the script, including several of the characters, on her brother Ned Dowd's playing experiences in 1970 minor hockey league teams. Now, the movie itself has many comedic layers. It has aspects of goon culture, aspects of what they call town-to-town culture of minor league teams, both baseball and hockey. It has aspects of French nationalism. Most of the French players on the team are Quebecois, and you don't like the Anglophones too much. And being 1977, that was very appropriate. But what really stands out is Paul Newman's character goes from scene to scene and basically dominates every scene he's in. Paul Newman, I would never thought would be a great version of a hockey player. Actually, from far away, he kind of looks like a taller and older version of Jacques Lemaire. And the cast, Strother Martin, Michael Lonkeen, the different supporting characters, most of them real-life Quebecois, real-life hockey players, including the infamous Bruce Boudreau, the longtime coach in Toronto Maple Leaf, are in it. Now, this movie is what you call PG-13. A lot of kids like the movie, but most of the comedy is very broad. There's some lesbian humor, there's some, potty humor. And, it isn't over the top, but it does work. But what makes Slapshot so great, of course, is the Hanson brothers, the three young hockey players that they pick up midway through the season to really boost the team's fortunes. The way Paul Newman's character is working, he's trying to figure out a way to keep the team going by starting rumors that they're going to be bought by a local entrepreneur and keep on going. The Hanson brothers, the way they play has to be seen to be believed, because not only they're violent, they're basically borderline mentally challenged. And, there's no humor in that, obviously, but in this case, the concept is they can't be stopped. They use dirty tricks. They don't give up on any aspect of what Coach Dunlop is trying to teach them. As Coach Dunlop likes to say, old-time hockey, that's what we got to play. Now, when it was first released, it wasn't a big box office hit, but as the years went on, it became the go-to movie for a lot of young hockey players. Watch it on long bus trips or after the game. And let me tell you, like I said, the movie itself was filmed all around Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the original Johnstown, and some of the hockey scenes in there are just so tremendous. It just screams 1970s hockey. The old Flyers, the old Pittsburgh Penguins, the old Leafs. Some players in the Montreal Canadiens had that same violent stretch. Now, it made $28 million on its first release, which became a top 20 movie in 1977. And for Paul Newman fans, it was considered actually a slight bomb, because his previous three movies, Towering Inferno, The Sting, and Butch Cassidy, made over $100 million each. So, for it not to do big money, I think it had to do with the Canadian aspect of it, because it was a movie filmed in America, but it had a Canadian overtone, because most of the American hockey teams had Canadian players, either people that, in some cases, just released a present, or just given their green card for 6 months to play. And Maxim magazine, actually in 1998, said it was the best guy movie of all time. And Entertainment Weekly has always put it under the top 30 cult films, and on Rotten Tomatoes, of course, 83%. Now, again, Slapshot is not for everybody. If you're a hockey fan, or if you love small-town sports movies, it could be for you, but children under the age of 13 should not watch this movie. Those who are over 14, they should be given them advisory that, there's sometimes bad language or bad situations. But what I really like, especially the Quebec goalie, the famous opening scene where it describes what happens when someone gets a penalty, could go down as history as one of the best descriptive aspects of hockey in the history of the world. If you watch that, if you're a young player or a referee, you learn right away the aspects of proper stick maintenance, the fact that most goalies at the time were Quebecois, which I don't understand why it's kind of still prevalent nowadays. Maybe, you know, separatists enjoy battle. Because, you know, most French Quebec goalies, you know, they're not federalists, they're, you know, separatists. They're very radical. So in this beautiful, actually mild Monday, February 4th in the Meductic area, we're at Cummings Brothers again. Thank you for Cummings for allowing us to tape. And as we like to say in Slapshot and my tagline, keep your stick in the ice. Not like some English pig dog who doesn't know what he's doing, to say like our great goalie. So, hope this finds you well. Have a good day. Bye.